My stomach is like showing, and I took my bra off. My bra off. My bra. I took my bra off. Now look. Look how good. I'm about to knock out. This is extremely shocking. I'm just, oh my god, excuse me. I'm just gonna eat one more because it's still a little sugary. They taste really good. Alright. Wow. Those are super good. Now, like, they gotta have, like, some food companies, like, just do shipping the food. Like, they make, like, how they have the food on the QVC, some of the food, like, how, but they make, like, pretty much somebody can only get the food from QVC. But they've got the food done up to be ordered and stuff. They still gotta have stuff like that. So, like, up north, people cook good food and everything. But if somebody could think of, if somebody live up north, they wouldn't gain that much weight. That shit is just not fake. But the shit is not true. Somebody get fat. Everybody gonna get fat. So I done got plump. So my shirt is really tight and stuff. But it's not extremely tight. But the food is so good. Then all the cereals. Then somebody can have the cereals with different milks. There's different milks. But the food is just so good and everything. What about hot dogs? What about all the donuts and everything and all the different cookies? So, like, those is good. They've changed, like, some of the Oreos a little, I think. But those is really good. All the food snacks is supposed to be good if they exist and everything. So, Oreos and, like, Nutter Butters and the Chips Ahoy, they's all supposed to be good. So, I'm just really hungry. But I'm sleepy. I'm more so like sleepy hungry, which is pretty shocking. But then what about whipped cream and all the different ice creams? Then people gonna want to have ice cream with their food. people gonna have combos like that. That shit is just not fake. Then people gonna want to have cake burgers and cookie burgers. That shit is just not fake. Then they gotta have lollipop burgers. They're gonna have different now like food combos. They're gonna be good. So, and like all the food up north and everything that's supposed to be all that lobster bisque, that's really good. But somebody might could pass out. Just thinking about it, maybe. Even honestly, but I don't even know if I could even look at somebody making that food because I would knock out. But whatever the stuff is, it's going to be racism. People going to be out existing. That shit is just not fake. And that shit ain't going to be good. So, like that Massachusetts area, they make like don't nobody live there. And when nobody even think somebody would live there, then if anything, somebody just be on their phone there. That's it. Somebody just only on the phone thing. So then somebody would think, oh, it ain't that serious about it. But maybe not. But there they have nice ass houses. They got good houses. They gonna have that stuff be hood and stuff. That shit ain't funny. That's why then somebody say, oh, it's up north, they gonna exist. Then if so, they got a small population, they got a few people that's good. Then maybe they have a few more people, then they'll have other people. But it's just a few people every few areas, and that's it. So it ain't nothing gonna happen. And then if anything, it's just people be on their phone. And that's it only. But maybe it's not anything like bad or something. That's why I don't know what the hell's gonna go on. Because really, the stuff has kind of been, people just do stuff, and he's on the phone though. Even regular, maybe. So then somebody could still think, dang, what would ever go on or whatever. What the hell? So that's why I don't want to argue stuff. Even now. But the Massachusetts, they got nice homes. I was finna say houses. They have nice ass houses. They got nice homes and everything. So somebody know then they got good food. They're gonna have people that's fat living there. They're gonna have fat people in New York City. That shit is just not funny. And it's not fake. But the food is shocking. So if somebody eat food in New York, they're gonna go insane. Oh, you see my eye? Well, I gotta be careful. I don't know what's going on. But the stuff will be shocking. It's just not fake. But whatever it is, it's the racism people for horrible. They're not gonna be able to eat any of the food. And they's only gonna have the same one thing. So this is what I was talking about earlier. This was probably a long while ago for real. Before I maybe noticed so much that the TV stuff didn't seem or seemed like not regular. So I don't know if it's gonna be sounds being out loud out. So but I'm just gonna try and say this, but things have been shocking. Like so on that Roku there's this one movie and I read the plot thing for it. Like the plot information. So I was just gonna look at it because it seemed like maybe interesting. So I was just gonna look. Then it seemed alright. Then I just noticed, I said, dang, the girl is talking and stuff. Then some just seemed not regular. Then I said, some seem not regular. Or some just seem like, what, or like, some just seem like, I don't, like, more so like maybe I may make a face like this. Like, what? But I was watching the movie. Then the girl thing, I'm just gonna call the character thing a thingy. Then the thing, they was talking to the guy thing, but they showed the thing talking to the guy thing for kind of like a long time, but some just seemed not regular maybe or something. Then I was just like, dang, or whatever. Then the shit was just like, then the movie just seemed not regular. But I might not have been saying that so much like, oh, it seemed not regular. But that movie was not regular though. But then I just said the movie seemed not regular or something. It's not normal. And then like the girl thing was talking to the guy at the airport and stuff, saying a whole bunch of stuff. Then the thing said that girl. Then the thing he said that they was upset with the one girl, cause the girl played whatever sport. Then the girl got the dolls in the bitch room and everything, got toys and stuff. But then the one thing, then they act like they don't like the stuff the girl thing had, the other girl got. But they don't like the stuff, but they do, or they did. Something like that a little. Then the thing was upset about that and stuff. Then the thing was upset about wherever parent thingy. Cause then the bitch was supposed to still been talking to wherever guy dude. Then the bitch thing talk about the bitch thing parent thingy. And say that the parent thing she didn't like the parent thingy. Or the thing didn't like the parent thingy. Cause the thing like made noises that the thing don't like. And then it showed like the thing however stuff things that the thing make like to eat. That shit is not good. Then I said, ooh, that's just not good. But I said the shit like that. I said, oh, that's just not good. Whatever it is, the stuff is just gonna be for horror. The stuff ain't gonna be good. So the people for the racism things, stuff thingies, they is not finna be eating any of the food. They just gonna have the same one thing. And it ain't gonna be good. And they gonna go insane horrible. Now them people things in them house things over there, they's probably not really gonna have that much stuff in their house or whatever. That shit is not fake. So then honestly, I was just outside and I was just talking how I'm talking now. And everything I just said, what is anything I just said in the past 12 minutes? I said anything I might have just said. But I said, oh, there go the thing. There's a thingy. They only be on their phone thingy. I said, that's a stitch thingy. I said, they is not good. And I think the thing heard me. I said all that stuff. Then the palm tree is close and everything. So the thing, like when that thing is outside, the one thing that's over there, it's not funny. So the stuff is not good. But I don't want to stress the stuff, but to argue, but I think the thing is a thing. There's a stitch thing, but I said, there's a stitch thingy. That thing is a stitch thingy. The thing that's over there, but what it is, they wear all black and stuff. But there's a stitch thing. It's just not fake. But they's just probably gonna turn to a racism thing. So the one video, maybe it showed the thing blasting whatever music, but they's not regular. And some is not normal. So, but I like watching YouTube now. I got some different videos on. There I have people from different countries. So some like Middle Eastern countries. I'm not sure which Middle Eastern country. To say for like Arabic, speak Arabic. Or in the think Saudi Arabia. But I know the energy that when I think, I know what I'm speaking right now. So I've seen some new videos, so that's good. I like going on YouTube and stuff. And I like that they have it on the TV. That look good. That's why the YouTube is good. That's why they just supposed to do YouTube and stuff regular. But if they do have the ads with that, it ain't supposed to be horrible and stuff. You know what I mean? There could ever be any commercial breaks. This stuff don't have to be to cuss. What the hell? Because if something is horrible or whatever, then it shouldn't really exist, maybe. Do you know what I mean? So if there are commercials, then maybe that's somebody say, oh, it's commercials. They exist and they have them whenever about whatever show or movie or whatever it come on, however it's done up and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the stuff now is supposed to just be good. So yeah, but what was I talking about? I said, oh, the YouTube watching on the TV. I like that, and I do like watching it, having it on the phone. Right, but I know maybe like how the stuff has been, maybe like the software visuals and stuff. I don't worry about that. They complain deeply. I just continue to pray and everything, and then I hope for good for myself. But the YouTube on the phone is good. So somebody have it on the phone, but putting on the TV is good. And then I like that if it's on the YouTube, then it feel like that. That shit is just not fake. And then I've watched like different types of people and stuff. And the YouTube is scary now. That's just not fake. But now, like, but I like that I'm seeing like worldwide videos and everything. People in different countries. But the one video I seen with the lady, that is good. But the stuff has not been like a little bit like jumping up how that lady video's been. Or how that video looks so much a little. I have not seen anything happening like that on a computer. So I know what video I'm talking about, but it's on the, oh, somebody might have access to it. They got my playlist up on the phone. Guy said, oh, they got all my stuff on here. So if somebody watching any of these videos, they could click over and I guess it say my stuff I have or whatever. So somebody look at one of my playlists I got, and then one of the videos gonna be there. It's supposed to be private information. But I like watching all those videos and stuff. They's pretty good. A lot of them I haven't seen all the way really. Some of them I set just be in the place. So whenever I ever watch it if I ever do. But I would. That's just not fake. This is pretty shocking. Then I got other ones and I say, oh, then I got other ones. And then I make a new one. So then I think for the other one, I think it's older and stuff. It's too shocking to look back in there and stuff to see where I put. Even if I ain't even watched any of the videos. That's just not fake. So, yeah. Everything is probably good. But I like that one video, so now I might end this video and stuff. So if I try to put the 2 videos out, because it's 16 hours. No, I'm just kidding. But what it is, things is going to happen and everything that I feel is true. It's probably all going to happen. So I don't want to think negative and stuff about whatever people, or if there's people and they exist and they wear whatever clothes. Because now, like, the stuff, I think whatever it is, I'm not going to try to argue thinking about people's thinking. But it's probably going to be whatever racism stuff going to go on. That shit's probably not fake. And now it's the last day of March. So it's really feel like it's been maybe a few months. That's probably not fake. But Palm Bay gonna be shocking and everything. So now this whole area gonna be developed and everything. So it's gonna be pretty shocking. It's just not fake. So that's it for now. So hopefully I'll try to relax it. I'm getting pretty hungry. Sometimes like I might not put all the food I might eat on here if I eat food because it's too stressful. And then I gotta run around and stuff. That sounds mean. You think I got a subscriber? I don't know if I have any subscribers. But even still, the stitch shit was all out or whatever the fuck. I didn't put for this all this stitch junk out. What the hell? This stuff gonna be horror. That's just not fake. So, but I don't want to think the stuff is funny and stuff. I just realistically feel to just relax it. So I'm just gonna try, but I I just want to relax it. I don't want to worry. So maybe stuff gonna be horror and stuff. I don't know what the hell gonna go on. This shit ain't gonna be good. No, the stuff ain't gonna be good. It could be racism thing pop out, and that shit's just not funny. But now this stuff is just somebody gotta say, is it gonna go on? And I don't even know if I'm a part of the population. But I think somebody knows me and somebody gonna want to try to talk. That's living, or one of my subscribers. Because I feel like somebody could be existing and living and might be seeing some of these videos. That's just what I sense. And now I don't even know if that's true or not. Even if I might could sense that could be. But somebody might could see some of these videos and everything. That's just not fake. This is just not fake. Take the test. I like when the dude said pom 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 pom. Dude, nobody know what I'm talking about, and I can't try to say what the dude said. I'm talking about from the Norbit movie. I can't try to do how to do it for that part, but I like that movie. And then do that, and then the end of the movie, towards the ending. Oh my god, that shit is just unbelievable. I liked This Sunday movie when they showed the choir singing when they was both in the church, and then everybody's singing in the choir. That was good. They gotta have more church movies. There ain't none. There might be 4. There probably is not. There probably is only 2. And there probably is only 1. You think anybody's gonna go to church? I don't know what's gonna go on. But they make like with that, everything is regular and everything. So, but I think most people's energy can be for good and everything, but some hasn't happened maybe that's been seen and things had seen not regular. So now, like, I don't want to think, oh, maybe then this, oh, then maybe then that. Because this stuff has just been, this stuff is just supposed to be good. Everything's supposed to be regular and good and everything. But Palm Bay, like, I don't know what they's gonna do. What if I guess? Now because what it is, like, I've gotta think. Now I gotta try and think. Because I've been used to, like, making these videos and talking and stuff. But I'm trying to think also. But if the video cut off, I don't know what to do about that. I'm just kidding. I'm not arguing. No, what you think I should guess? I don't know. Now, like, I'm a little too tired and stuff, like, to try and think about it. But I could think I would want to try to do it. It's just not funny. But what do you think is good? Right, but I like that the hammock landing. I like shopping, like local shopping. Shopping local shopping. That's why I like Palm Bay. Palm Bay is local, but they gonna have to do breathing centers so people be able to breathe. Cause stuff getting a little tight out here still. They're gonna have to do relieving pressures. I'm just kidding. I don't know, but I think people be able to live out here But the energy is good, but I think the stuff is getting shocking. So now trying to think about the stuff, to think about the energy, then it's cause for me to get tired. But what's anything else that could go on? I don't know. They're gonna have to set for the population now, cause they're gonna have people doing drug dealing. That shit is not fake. They're gonna have people doing that. That shit is just not fake. But the marijuana, I would just tell somebody take it and know they might could feel shocking. So we maybe be somewhere where they's comfortable. Or just know if they had a marijuana, they might feel shocking maybe. That's the only thing I could say. And I would still just say that. But I wouldn't stress that off somebody else. Because I just know if I had marijuana, I might feel shocking a little. Or I might not know how I might would feel every single time. But the grocery shopping, that shit is regular. So the grocery shopping, that shit is not funny. That's why like all that living notebook stuff I put down, cost of living and everything, that's how the stuff is gonna be now. So like the working, the insurance stuff, getting like promotion, getting raises. Then now some people might not would work jobs, like jobs, like got a job, like say, oh, they have a job, like somewhere maybe, like to say how somebody know that, even if they say it, but they might be at their house, but they still have money. That shit is not fake. That's just gonna happen naturally. Just how each day happened naturally. How the hell is today Tuesday? Do I gotta argue that? Somebody just say, oh, it's Tuesday. So people's gonna be making money. Things gonna go off of money. But if the one bank, it's only gonna be one bank. It's called Walmart Bank. But now they're gonna do Palm Bay 1. Now it's just gonna be one Walmart in the Palm Bay. That ain't fake. Palm Bay 1. Wow. But that's just not fake though. Then also, what about the one school? What about that Palm Bay Charter? That's all the schools. Now, but that's like, for like younger age group, like aging, but the whole range group, it's just one school. Out of one school, all the grade levels. Now they supposed to just have one bank. But that's supposed to be in the Walmart. That shit is just not fake. And they's only supposed to have one Walmart now. That's just how the stuff gonna be right now. That shit is not fake. So you think they have people work at the Walmart? Now if somebody say, oh, it's just one Walmart, then even if I ever said that, and even if that was ever said, then that made me think, dang, is there anything else going on? Or, oh, just one Walmart, is that good? What the hell? So now they're gonna do Whole Foods. They just gonna do one Whole Foods. They really are gonna do Palm Bay 1. So some places it's gonna be one store. So now they might say every store is just one store only. But I'm not gonna think to guess all that. I'm gonna think to talk about some that maybe I'm gonna say up a little bit more, because that seems shocking, like, and I don't want to try to guess it. What should I think about at all? Palm Bay. But if I do think about anything, I don't want to think, oh, if I do think it, I can't think something else. Like, or another thinking, or another happening. Ooh, excuse me. So I don't know. Like, but realistically though, there's gonna be an energy like that though. That shit's just not fake. So realistically now it's just really gonna be one Walmart. That's just not fake. It's just not fake. What it is, things out here have been like so many things, so many like businesses and stuff that seem like that's the only way anything could ever live off like fully. So I'm used to like that, but energy might be a little different and everything slightly, because the stuff is gonna be more so like homemade. So now I don't know if they're gonna have any of the Hollywood stuff gonna go on now. The stuff might would just be more so local living. But they still will have a TV, so the TV gonna be more so called local. That shit is just not fake. That shit is probably not fake. That shit's probably not fake. And then I seen another video. It wasn't the one lady that was I seen. It was somebody else, and that seemed like local. Then even a one video that was local. Those was examples of local. How the stuff is gonna be. That shit is just not fake. The stuff is gonna be local. That shit is not fake. Homemade, local living. Local living. Then I said mafia living life. Living local. Living local. Then there's gonna be mafia living life. That's the energy that everything is going into. So it's very shocking. So now somebody could say that. Is there another saying? I have been saying living life, mafia living life. But what's something else I said? Local living. What about mafia local? Local mafia? Then they're gonna have that local mafia. Right, mafia living life, local mafia. But this is energy. That's why that's being said. It's just true. What else could go on? But it'd be one Palm Bay charter and one Palm Bay grocery store, which would probably be Walmart. But there would probably still be the thrifty. There would still be other grocery stores. I don't know how the stuff gonna be. What it is, I don't want to argue up if there is people existing. Because now, even if I think to even guess, I gotta think, oh, am I acting how somebody else might act? Even if I could guess, it could be different types of people. I gotta think to argue about it maybe. But I don't want to think that. And then I could think, oh, I don't want to think that. So, yeah, I don't know what's gonna go on. But the stuff's supposed to be regular. But the stuff's supposed to feel local. So the stuff's supposed to just be good. Is there anything else that could go on? What about I put Palm Bay? Oh, some of the stuff I'm not putting on the computer. I'm not showing it. I'm not gonna show that stuff. I'm not showing that stuff. Well, that's about it. The stuff's over with. So I'm just probably gonna try to make this video shorter. Maybe this is the end of this video for now. I don't know what else to talk about. Or should I keep talking? But I'm not gonna show like all my YouTube stuff and everything. Like I'm not gonna go through my YouTube. That's probably what I would do now, but I'm still just making this video and stuff. But I'd probably go through the YouTube stuff and get it stuff. But the stuff ain't gonna be good. Alright. I'm getting hungry, but that's the end of this video for now. So thanks for watching. If you are living and you're good, then that's good. So hopefully everything will be good. So I will probably put out another video. So I'll have to see. So I'll see you later.